call is now being recorded.
Okay, this is Benji Womack coming at you live from Felony1 Records, doing an interview with Josh Atchley of Theory of Our Kind, also known as T.O.O.K.
What's up, what's up?
All right, first off, how's it going, Josh? We have had the privilege of working together for almost 10 years now, and I think I've been a part of most of your bands that you have been involved with. And I have to say it's been a privilege. So start off by telling us how T.O.O.K came about.
T.O.O.K actually came about from, for me anyways, from being fucked over by a lot of other bands, not having the drive or the push or anything else that I have, or the dedication. And then I ran into Chris, which is the guitarist. He actually worked at the card room that I used to go to, and he'd always want me to come try out for his band because I didn't have a singer, and he knew I was a singer from the microphone tattoo or whatever, so we always got to talking, and then one day it just happened to work out where both, I was gone from my band, and they still didn't have a singer, so I went to go try out, and it was an instant bond right there. The music was sick. The bond between us personally was already tight from, knowing each other, and then the bond with the rest of the band seemed super, super tight already, right off the bat, so that's how T.O.O.K actually came about. They were actually a band before me, but they just didn't have a singer, or never really had a singer set in stone or anything like that. So even though they were together before me for, I'd say, almost like a year, I think it was, they never really were out with anything. They were just making music. So.
Alrighty. So what are you doing different now than you did in previous bands to get T.O.O.K to the level they are at today?
What am I doing now? I guess pushing even harder than I actually ever was before, which is kind of hard to do because I'm probably the most hardest pushing, dedicated person you'll ever meet in the music business as far as singers go. But I guess what I'm doing now is just pushing more towards the bond, making that bond to stay strong. I guess the music can always be there. You can always make music, but you can't always make music that everybody can feel because you don't have that unity with inside the band, or you don't have that friendship with everybody. It's more like a job than anything to anybody else. And even though it's my passion, I think that you have to have that bond with somebody. It's like a relationship, So you ain't never gonna make a relationship last unless you have that trust and that bond with somebody. And I think that's what I've been working on more so now with the band, because I know as far as skill-wise goes, we can all put it down. We all got a lot of skill. We all got a lot of heart, and the only thing left after that is making sure that you can live with somebody, or 5 people at that for a long period of time, just like a relationship. So I've been concentrating more on that, pretty much, and that's been different always. All before, I've always just been caring about the music and making sure that I was trying to make the biggest thing or the biggest song or whatever. I try to make a hit every song. And even though I try to make a hit every song now, I care more about what the whole band is doing together, as opposed to just me or my contribution.
All right. Is there any plans ahead for a full length?
Just always been planning for a full length. We got plenty of material for a full length. It's just we don't have the plenty of money that it costs to take to make the full length. Things are expensive these days, and times are tough. So, we have one of the best producers I've ever had the opportunity to work with at our call. Pretty much, he can put us in whenever. Unfortunately, the price, you get what you pay for, and we want quality. We start off with quality, and we're going to finish with quality. We can't take steps back. So, unfortunately, it's just at the time, and in today's days with the gas prices and everything else, and, we're an out-of-town band, so no matter where we go, we're always putting all the money that we get from the shows back into the band or back into the van for gas or something like that. So it gets kind of hard to save the money, and unfortunately, money being the root of all evil, that's what we need to make this full length. But I'd like to make it as soon as possible.
Okay, so you guys just released your first official video for What Would You Do, and it's been getting massive plays. How was the experience making the video?
How was what?
The experience making the video. Yeah.
It was frustrating. It was super fun, but it was frustrating. I was trying to put everything together. Like, we put everything together pretty much in a couple weeks. I got the producer that I wanted to work on the video. He just happened to call me up out of the blue and had an opening up in a couple weeks, so I said, let's do it. So I put everything together super quick, and then about 3 days before it was supposed to be shot at the original location, the location called me up and told me that we couldn't do it there anymore. So that kind of put a hinder on it because we had all the people in the video that were relying on me, waiting on me to tell them where to go. Then after that, I got the next location set up, and we got that taken care of. But then, you know, I wanted all of our friends to be in it, and no actors, no none of that shit, just us, you know, just true friends, and being able to laugh and make our, you know, first video memorable and something to be proud of with not just the band, but with people that, you know, share our passion for the music or that come to our shows and support and stuff like that, and kind of give them something back too. So that was a lot of fun. But then again, you know, we were all drinking and stuff, so by the end of the video, you know, I felt like I was starting to be dad and having to tell people where to go and everything like that, but no harm, no foul, you know, it was all in good fun, and everybody did a great job, and I was super happy to have it, you know, all finished, see the finished product, and to see all the hits that we got right away. I mean, we had 6,000 hits within the first week, I believe it was, so that made me feel proud, and I was proud of everybody that put everybody really put their heart into it, you know, and because of that, we came out with a great video, I think.
Yes, definitely. All right. So I want to talk to you about your lyrics for a minute. You write about real life shit. What drives you to write these songs? What does playing music do for you?
Well, basically it's my therapy. You know, it's my therapy, it's my love, my passion, my soul, my everything. I am music. That's the way that I think. And, you know, the lyrics, they are all real shit, man. They come from my heart. And basically whatever the music that they give me, the band gives me, whatever it makes me feel at that particular time, whatever memories it jogs into my brain, that's what I write out, you know, and it's pretty easy for me. I went through a lot in my life, just like a lot of people. I'm sure, you know, every singer's going to say the same thing, been through hell, but I don't know, man. It's my therapy, really. I mean, if I couldn't grab that mic and do what I do, I'm afraid I'd be doing a lot of bad things instead. And so it's a good way to release in a positive way, I guess you can say. And it's helped me throughout a lot of hard times, and apparently it's helped some other people through some hard times. You know, when they listen to the song. So a lot of people think that it's angry music or, you know, whatever. It's music, you know, metal. No, they ask what kind of metal we are. It's music. To me, I don't understand all these different genres. You know, 56,000 different subgenres of metal, or whatever. To me, it's all music. You know, and my biggest thing is making sure people can understand what I say by enunciating, and on top of that, feeling the words that I'm saying and not thinking that, you know, like some of the other bullshit that's out there as far as, like, you know, rap goes or some other songs, you know, they come up with the stupidest fucking lyrics, and they're multi-millionaires. And, you know, I put in my heart and soul into these songs, into these lyrics, and it actually means something. Every single word means something. And I might not be a millionaire, but I know there's some people that are singing my songs back to me, and that's one of the greatest feelings in the world, you know. So I'm touching some people. So that's where a lot of it comes from, is just being able to know that, you know, that I'm making a little bit of a difference.
All right. What do you think it takes to have a solid band today in the local scene and to be heard?
Oh, man. What it takes is the ability to put up with a lot of rejection, for one. You have to be able to be dedicated, as more dedicated than you can ever imagine that you would have to be dedicated. You gotta basically have the mindset of you're either gonna be doing it for a hobby or you're gonna do it for your career. You know, anybody can do it for the hobby. Anybody can grab an instrument or a microphone and do what they do. But to do it for a career, it is by far the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. The sacrifices that I've made and everything else, the money that it takes, the willpower that you have to keep going. When you get knocked down, you've got to get back up. You've got to continue to go. You know, there's going to be negative remarks on things that you do. There's competition everywhere. So basically, you just got to be a strong-ass person, and you got to be willing to do what it takes to make it and to be in it for the long haul. And basically know exactly what you want to do, you know, and if you can do that, then you're going to get past the part where you have to find 4 or 5 other guys or girls in your band that you're able to live with, or that you could live with for weeks on end at a time and not want to kill. Because if you're going to be in the band, you got to do the touring, you got to do all the stuff that you're going to do, and you end up spending more time with the band than you do your family. And so you got to make sure you're able to do that. And another major thing is, you know, have the understanding that it's not just you and the band. You have 3, 4, or 5 other people's dreams and aspirations and goals and everything that also lie in your hands. And you got to be willing to take that on with pride and want to help them succeed too, because if you're doing it just for yourself, or if you're doing it just to look cool, if you're doing it just for the fame or for the money or for the girls or the groupies or all that, any of that bullshit, you're just setting yourself up for failure. You have to do it for the love of the music, for your passion, for yourself.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, man. Tell me your views on the legalization of marijuana.
Oh, that shit ain't legal? Fuck. Legalization of marijuana, I mean, it's about time. I'm in California, so I mean, it's been legal here for quite a bit. Legalization of it, as far as the laws go and all that other shit, I'm not really a government type of guy. I don't really like our government. You know, don't get me wrong, I love our soldiers and everything. Our government can eat a dick, really. I don't conform to our laws, I guess you could say. So, as far as legalizing marijuana, it was already legal in my eyes the whole time I've been smoking it for 20-something years. But I think it's just another way for the government to make money and have their control on shit and you know, let people think that they're doing something good for them by legalizing it. But they're just the biggest gangsters in the world, which is, you know, the government. I mean, they're worse than anybody involved. So, as far as legalization, go ahead, legalize it everywhere as far as I'm concerned. Legalize everything as far as I'm concerned. You know, just handle business. You know, wreck people that wreck other shit. You know, I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to get past anything with the government. So, with legalizing marijuana, woohoo! I would still do it even if they didn't legalize it. You know what I mean? So it really don't make no difference to me. Except for I can carry a card now, you know, so if I do happen to get in trouble with it, then I can be like, yo, I got a card. Not that it does anything, you know what I mean, because it's just a card, but whatever.
All right, tell me your biggest pet peeves in the music industry.
Biggest pet peeves in the music industry? Oh, shit. Let's see, what would the biggest one be? I think that, honestly, I think the biggest pet peeve would be the people that think they are rock stars already, or the people that think they're too good. The people that don't how do you say that? You know, like the people that think they're just badass, and even though they might be good as shit on whatever instrument they are, or whatever band they are, they might be good. It's those people that act like they're better than anybody else because they play this shit. That give us bad names. That's one big pet peeve. Promoters too. Shit, man. I remember back in the day when we used to work together, man. You're an exception. You know, there's a couple different exceptions. There's one promoter, Nick Padilla. You know, you were exception. There's a few in today's game that are all right still, but man, these fucking promoters are killing the game, man. You know, when they're more worried about their extra dollars that they're going to get in their pocket than they are about, you know, helping the musicians out. You know, and they got to realize without us musicians, there's nothing for them to fucking promote. So with that, you know, not really caring about musicians, or not really realizing that musicians have to drive everywhere and you know, bring all their gear, and you know, like this one thing I saw on Facebook, a musician, people that spend $500 you know, on gear or whatever, or $50 on gear, $500 on gas to get there. It's just crazy, you know. There's so much shit that we have to do with this. So when promoters don't really give a shit about the bands, or don't pay them, or whatever, just don't put in the proper promotions to get the bands seen by the right people. That's pretty much a pet peeve. And let's see, what else? There's a lot of pet peeves, actually, when it comes down to it in the music business. It's not all fun and games like people think. You know, people think that they only, you know, they see the 45-minute set or the hour set that you rock up on stage with, and they think, you know, everybody's having fun and screaming and good times. But, man, the dedication and the work that it goes in to make that situation happen is where a lot of the pet peeves would come from, like, you know, bands, practices, you know, songs, not getting songs done in time. So there's a lot of pet peeves, I guess. There's really too many to list, but it just takes, like I said, it takes being that strong person to overcome the shit, to see past it, or to, you know, pick and choose your fights, shit like that. But yeah, I guess biggest pet peeve would be those that I stated. I don't really think that anything else can really match those.
Okay. Well, this next question kind of goes to the last one. Tell me one thing you love and hate.
The one thing I love is music in general. I love going to put on a show and putting my heart out on that stage like I do every single time, and seeing people enjoy it or sing my songs back. I mean, I love it. The congratulations, we get you know, thanked every show. We get people come up to us every show and tell us how, you know, how much they like us, or how they don't even listen to our music. There it is. That's what it is. The one thing I love the most is when I get almost every show, somebody will come up to us and be like, hey, you know, I don't really listen to you guys' music at all. I really actually hate metal, but you guys are really, really fucking good, and I'm glad I got to see you. So it's that right there that hidden people that would never even listen to our music, and then them seeing us live or hearing us and seeing their change. That's a 100% bonus for me, and it shows me that I'm doing the right thing. What do I hate? I hate the pain that it takes, that you feel to try and make it in the music business. You know, there's a lot that goes involved in that pain, you know, as far as like with the promoters, venues, band members, everything. But I can't fail, you know, and that's what I hate, is this pain, knowing that you know, if I don't make it, then every single sacrifice that I've made in my life for this music business has been for nothing. And that's a failure that I'm so afraid to come in contact with, and that's what I hate thinking about. So that's truly my hate, is fearing that I have sacrificed everything for nothing, basically. And I mean, to some people might say that it's not nothing because I've done what I've done, and I've done a lot in music business, but you know, I haven't made it until my son doesn't. You know, my sons don't have nothing to worry about anymore. You know, they're always going to have food on their plate. They're always going to have shelter. They're always going to have whatever they need or want. You know, it's not the fame for me. It's making sure that my kids are safe for life, and I haven't made that yet. You know, they're safe physically and mentally and everything, but like, you know, as shitty as it is to say, man, financially, money rules the world, and I ain't got money. Trying to get money. So I should make it sound, I ain't got money, but I'm trying to get money. You know the song right there.
All right. What's next for T.O.O.K? What's on the schedule for you guys coming up?
We got a couple big shows, man. As far as like bigger shows that you got, that everybody might notice, we got actually, we're playing Reno Tuesday. What is today? Monday. Tomorrow we play Reno. We're playing the Snuffymentary tour with some, actually with a bunch of rappers. So, and that's what's cool about us, is we can fit into any genre of show and still be able to play and have people like this. So this is actually like a horrorcore rappers, and Scum. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's an old school, long time rapper. He's doing a tour, so we got asked to play on that tour, and we're the only metal band playing. The rest is all rappers. After that, we got X-Fest, which is Modesto's biggest party of the year. Every year they throw it. It's about, I think this year it's 60 bands, 12 stages, like 20,000 people. Just an all-out party. They close down streets, and like for blocks, they close down streets, and there's just different bands on different stages everywhere. It's a great show. So that's a big one we got coming up. Also, Labor Day weekend, actually Labor Day, Project Independent. It's their 10-year anniversary, and they're doing a 10-year anniversary tour. And actually, Labor Day, the actual Labor Day is their actual 10th anniversary, and we got asked to play that show in San Francisco at Brick and Mortar. So that's going to be a super good show. Jeff the owner of Project Independent. He's a hell of a dude, and he's done a lot for the music industry. So for local artists anyway. Super pleased to be and honored to be playing for him for that. Reality Check TV is also in on it, so it's actually going to be streamed live, webcast worldwide. So if this is out somehow, wherever it's going before that, and somebody's reading it right now or listening to it, then make sure you check it out on Labor Day. It'll be webcast live throughout the world. So other than that, I mean, we got a lot of shows booked up throughout. I mean, I can name them all, but there's only people around those towns that probably know what they are. But just basically, we're traveling everywhere. You know, hopefully, we got the big shows coming up soon. I mean, I'd like to get on that stage with the big dogs. You know, I know we can stand our ground, we can hold up with them, and we can give the people something to enjoy and remember and everything else. So just wait for that day to get up there and rock the stage with everybody else. You know, a lot of bands I'd like to share the stage with. So hopefully, it comes soon.
All right, man. Last question, man. Most important. Do you have a statement you would like to make to anybody listening to this interview that has an interest in taking T.O.O.K to the next level?
Yeah, I mean, we are what it takes to get people T.O.O.K. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that anybody that wants to pick us up or you know, has something to offer us or anything else. There's no doubt in my mind that they'll be extremely happy and pleased with the output that we give them. I mean, there's nobody that has the drive that I have. You know, everybody says that. You know, a lot of people say that, but until they prove it, you know, it's not true. And I can prove it. I can show it. I want to show it. Our hearts are there. There's every person that's in this band. You know, our dreams and our goals, they're all the same. We want to make it. We want to provide for our family. And I have something personally to show. You know, I'm going to leave my mark on this music industry for sure. And basically, whoever picks us up, you know, we're in it for the long haul. We are down motherfuckers. Let me just put it that way. And we're a hard ass working band. I mean, we do what we need to do to get it done. We don't pussyfoot around. We don't gloat. We don't. Oh, we got signed. Yeah, we're badass. No, we got signed. Now we got to work even harder. So basically, whoever it is that's lucky enough to come with us is going to be, I say lucky because we're going to put in that work for them. You know, we're going to do what it takes. And I guarantee you, I promise you that we're the band that is going to put to the next level. We just need that, you know. It's who you know and how much money you got type of deal. As shitty as it is, that's what it is in the music industry too. And but I know once we get our music out to the people and people see us and hear us, it's over. I mean, not to be conceited, but we're the shit right now. Like, I'm at the top of my game. There's nothing better than being at the top of your game and knowing it, improving it. And I just want to find that one company that we can grow with. You know, we don't want to be shopped around. And, you know, if it happens, it happens. But we want to grow with somebody. We want to show somebody that, hey, we're that cash cow for you. You know, we're that hardworking band for you. We're that band that you're proud as fuck to call on your label and spread out to the world. You know, so that's us.
All right, man. You heard it first. Felony1 Records with Josh Atchley of T.O.O.K. See you later, man. I'll touch bases with you in a couple of days.
All right, bro. That's shot to you.
Yep.
Thank you. Bye-bye.